Welcome to Marketplace with Charles, where dreams are turned into reality. Marketplace is brought to you by Art of Skincare, the company that brings out the beauty in you, as well as Kuwisa Lodge, from deep in the heart of Ngobeni Nature Reserve. Well, many thanks to Dr. Kone of Smiles to Wow for my invisible braces that even you as a viewer can't even notice. I am Charles Ngobeni. On Marketplace, we empower and equip you with the tools that you need to achieve your entrepreneurial dreams. Each week we'll bring you insight from experts in different fields of business, from both men and women of faith. On today's program, we meet a focused and differentiated entrepreneur. Manufacturing is one of the most rewarding business spheres that many take for granted. While few rake in huge revenues from simply focusing on it, it gives the advantage of having one's products made available to many different traders who will distribute it far and wide. My guest today will talk about these ins and outs of this manufacturing business, and I want to believe that she will help us explore more into manufacturing business that you, the viewer out there, can also take advantage of. Well, help me welcome Ms. Nozimanga Nkenene. Wherever you may be watching from. It may be from your living room, it may be from your hotel room. Ma'am, welcome to Marketplace with Charles.
Thank you so much, Charles, for having me here, and I'd like to say hi to all the viewers.
I am delighted to have you on Marketplace. I don't know about you.
I am excited. I'm really excited, and thank you.
Do you mind to give me a brief background, maybe not only me, the viewers out there, of your business?
First of all, I'm Nozimanga Nkenene.
Yeah.
I grew up in Soweto, and I started a leather business where I actually hand stitch my products. And it started in 2018.
If you talk about hand stitched, yes, what do you mean?
Hand stitch is basically you using your hands, you're not using a machine. Mm-hmm. So you're literally using a needle and using a thread, and you go through it. And
what advantage does that bring?
The advantage of going hand stitch is your products are a bit stronger than a machine. Mm-hmm. And the quality is that it lasts longer. Whilst when you use a machine, it doesn't really capture the stitching properly. So it doesn't last.
Let us talk about the fabric that you are using.
So my fabrics are all 100% genuine leather. Mm-hmm. I do not compromise when it comes to quality.
But then what attracted you to start this type of a business?
Well, it happened that I've been in the corporate and I've been private. I've worked half of my life. I've always wanted to be financially stable, and I've tried all types of businesses. One thing about me is I'm a very creative, artistic person. So I've always wanted to get into doing things on my own. So I went online, did my research, and I came across a school that where they manufacture or they make bags. And I was like, I can learn that. So I decided to roll in, and I never looked back.
Look, you said you're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You have done so many businesses. Do you mind to share with our viewers some of the businesses that you tried? Okay.
So before this, I've actually started, I've gone into clothing, mm-hmm, but it's more buy and sell. Mm-hmm. But then you realize that there's always going to be that middle person. So I was more the middle person, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, and you never really have control of the market. So it made more sense to so when I tried to do buying and selling, whenever you go back and look for the product, you don't find the same product. So it wastes time. And then also when it comes to pricing, pricing can be a problem because one time you buy something and you want to go resell it, it's more expensive. Whereas when it comes to my own business, I'm the one who controls my price, I control everything. So that is what I did try. And another business, I didn't do it from the start. So I was into property as well, working under somebody. But it didn't work out because at the end of the day, I was still not in control of my finances. I always had to make sure that whatever I make, I have to divide it. So what's nice about going into business on your own is that you've got control of your price, control of your material, control of everything. So,
but when it comes to buying and selling,
yes,
I don't think it's a bad way to start.
it's not.
It should not be the ultimate goal.
Yes.
Because my experience is that if you buy and sell, you're buying someone else's product.
Yes.
And your markup, your margins is very minimal. But when you manufacture yourself,
Yes.
then you've got huge profits.
Of course, Charles, there is a difference in terms of advantages and disadvantages. Now, the thing about South Africa is that we do tend to buy from the Chinese market. Mm-hmm. And you know the Chinese market can be a bit of a problem. Mm-hmm. So we don't have a lot of South Africans who are actually into manufacturing. Mm-hmm. So I was still on that point where I was buying things from town and I resell. And then you have a problem with quality. I wanted to always be in control of, like I said, my market, mm-hmm. my products, everything, even from the consumer as well. Mm-hmm. So it's always an advantage to start your own business.
Let's talk about your product range.
Okay.
How big is it and what product do you have?
Okay. So at the moment, I'm manufacturing ladies' leather bags, men's leather bags, mm-hmm. Laptop bags, belts, wallets, purses, and I'm definitely want to expand into the shoe industry, but mostly men. Yeah. Leather shoes for men and sandals for women.
Why especially that?
I've realized when I did my research is men do spend on good quality shoes. I don't mean to make us women look bad. we can buy shoes, definitely. And we're not...
And I can bet you now your boot is full of shoes.
Can I say something? It's actually quite empty. I've actually grown up so much that I know what I want. Yeah. Like now, this is it. I almost bought myself a heel mm-hmm. to come with. And I was like, no, I don't need it. This is me and this is it. This is it. So with men like, look at your shoes. This is definitely a quality leather shoe. I can even estimate the price. So there is money in men's shoes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
But when you started this business, yes. What is it that was going in your mind?
In what sense?
What is it, the thoughts behind? You just woke up, you started? Did you have any challenges?
So, from a young age, mm-hmm. Actually, let me say it all started in tertiary. I've always been creative. I've always been the type, let's say if we have events, I'm the one organizing. And I'll hear compliments. So I came from a boarding school background. Yeah. And you literally either wear the same clothes or you change them up. Yeah. So I always had this bad habit of cutting my clothes, cutting things, and then I'll just come up with it. So then I realized that let me take that and the compliments and use that to my advantage. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, when I checked the leather industry or the leather bags, and I found it easier to get into than anything else. The fashion industry in terms of clothing, I don't know why I found that it's a lot of people are into it. I wanted a niche market. And with a niche market, at least I might have a bit of control. That's what was going through my mind.
Nozi,
yes.
You are manufacturing these beautiful bags.
Thank you, Charles.
And belts, which I don't see it here. Do you want to take me through this, what you have here? All right. And the price range?
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So this bag, as you can see it, this is one of my most expensive, but the top of the range. Mm-hmm. It's a hand-stitched ladies bag. You're looking around 3,000 for a bag like this. Mm-hmm. Yes. Everything from the material to the handles is all I hand-stitched myself. Like I said, remember I told you, I use a needle and a thread. Yeah. A lot of people have that problem of not understanding handmade. This is handmade, it's not machine made. Mm-hmm. Yes. And what I like about it is that this is a bag that you can actually pass down to your kids.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
This is another tip to when you get into an industry like this. You know that a bag, when you buy yourself a leather bag, you're going to have this bag for life, unless, of course, you lose it. Then the second bag here is the black sling bag. I call it sling bag. Also hand stitched as well. If you look at the painting there, it was inspired by one artist. I forgot his name. But there's one artist who likes to, what's the word? Splash. So I decided to do the same thing. I use acrylic paint. It doesn't come off. When it rains, it stays the same. This bag you're looking on 2.5. This is actually one of my favorite bags. A lot of people love this bag. You can literally put everything into it, and it's an everyday bag. Then, what's there? That is a lady's purse.
Yeah.
Also hand stitched. If you open it, Charles, and just show the viewers inside, nothing. There's no card holders. You just throw everything in, your phone, your lipstick, you're done. So that one you're looking on 250.
No, this is real leather. I can feel it.
You can feel it and smell. One thing about leather, if you don't understand leather or don't know if it's real leather, just smell it. And if you want to test that it's real, you take a lighter and then you light it. If it doesn't burn, it's real. Yeah. Then the last one, it is a yellow and blue with the polka dots.
Yes.
That one, if you open it and you find that it's got about 6 card holders, it's got a zip where you can actually open and put your coins in. That one you're looking at 350.
350 rand.
350 rand.
For a leather.
Yes.
Do you employ some people in your factory, or is the one woman show?
At the moment, I do get help. So if I've got lots of orders, I do have a friend of mine who knows how to handle leather, and I just call him out. But future-wise, yes, I am looking to expand.
And tell me, what does it take emotionally, even financially, to establish a business like this?
On an emotional side, I would say that it can be a bit straining, because sometimes you do doubt yourself. And there are times where you just ask yourself, did I get into the right industry? I think it happens with everyone. And then on a financial side, definitely, leather is quite expensive. And to buy the leather and to always make sure you have material, because you want to remain competitive. At the same time, you want to keep your quality on point, because people will judge you based on your quality. Okay, so financially, it can be strenuous, but I always say that it never stops you. It never stops one from starting a business. It never stops one from continuing.
Wow. Well, viewers out there, I think we need to take a break. Whilst I still want to try and smell the leather in front of me. Don't change that dial. Welcome to Marketplace with Charles. I am still sitting here with my lovely guest Nozi, with a leather, posh, bags, and all the stuffs. Can you imagine you at home starting the similar kind of business? This is a show that will bring it to you. She has already spoken to us about the businesses that she has been involved in, why she stopped. And now she's doing very well. Well, Nozi, Let's try and help the viewers on this leather bag. Because sometimes we start stuff and we don't even know the legislation that is associated with it. Is there anything that people need to know when it comes to legislation? Or anybody can just wake up tomorrow morning and start it?
Okay, thanks, Charles. I want to keep it very simple, you know. Charles, when I started my business, all I had to do was I just registered my company and I just made sure that I was tax compliant, and you have a business account. And if you want to go and get financial assistance, make sure that your papers are always in order. So let's say, for instance, the government wants to give out finance or like a grant or something. They'll always give you the steps on how to do it.
Yeah.
So mine is simple. Anyone who wants to get into leather, all you need to do is register a company, tax compliant, BE certificate as well, and a bank account, a business bank account. That's it.
Did you get any government assistance?
I'm still trying.
But look, you are young,
Yes.
you are black, and you are a woman.
Yes,
Try all the avenues.
I definitely will.
I'm telling you, sometimes if I get a young black woman who's not a millionaire, I get angry. Because the government has made all avenues possible for these people to be multi-millionaire.
No, you're right.
Maybe we should hook up.
Please.
And get some other people, get government funding, and start to make it bigger. But then you are a distribution channel at the moment. Talk to the viewers about that.
Okay, so because I am still in a very small scale, I'm using social media as my platform. I've got an Instagram page that I'm still also working on, and also I've got a Facebook page as well. And then word of mouth works a lot. So every time I meet with people, it's basically networking. So that's what works for me right now.
But social media is big nowadays, especially during this time of COVID-19. I mean, you can't do business without any social media.
No, that's true. I would say that it's a blessing in disguise, because now we're all forced to actually be active on social media, which is a fear for a lot of people. But at this time and age, you have to be on social media.
Are you planning to expand on that using some other platforms of distribution?
Oh, most definitely. I'm a very ambitious woman. This is not the end. This is actually just the beginning. Definitely, I'd love to get myself a website and then get my bags into specific shops and get into flea markets. There's a lot of channels that one can get into. Yeah.
Tell me, if someone out there want to follow you and says, no, I want to do the similar business, what word of advice or inspirational word can you give it to them?
I would say, Charles, we always have fear to start something new. So I'll never say put the fear aside or wait until, no. With that little fear, start. Start, even if you think it's as small as it is, it's starting. A lot of people do not start. The dream is so big, but they just don't start. It's not about finishing, it's about just starting. So put your fear aside, do whatever it is. It might be a stupid idea, start it. That's it.
And tell me, if it fails, what will you do?
You can never fail. It's not failure. We don't call it, we use the word failure, but it's not failure. It's just learning how to do it differently from the way you thought you had failed. That's it.
You spoke of an artist before.
Oh.
Is there any other form of inspiration that you have?
Are you talking about somebody who inspires me?
Yes.
I'll always say aim high, so I would always think of the Louis Vuitton, the Gucci's. That's what I look at. They obviously, I think they started small. Most of these famous people started from the back of their room, garage. They started in stupid places that you never believe. And we always think like, no, I need to have this big space and then I'll start. No. If you look at their stories, they all started in a very small room with literally nothing. So I'm inspired by them.
Okay. And any plans of going international?
Definitely. I mean, if I'm looking at Louis Vuitton, I'm looking at Gucci and all them, that is where the money is. That is where we want to be as Africans as well. We need to come to a point where we stop buying, sorry, for those who love Gucci, Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
We need to start embracing African products and try to be a bit different.
Your leather bags.
Yes.
Where do you source the actual leather?
Okay, so another disadvantage is that we don't have much suppliers, but the ones that are working for me, I've got one in Pretoria, and so far it works. There's a couple in Boysens.
Boysens, okay.
So it's a couple of places. On my Instagram, I follow a lot of international leather designers, and you realize they've got a range.
And who designs your bags?
I design them.
Wow.
So another part of the business is if you come and you've got a design, then I make it exactly the way you want it.
Okay. So I can come with my own design.
Your own design.
And you guarantee you're not going to steal it and do it for someone else?
No. So right now I'm actually doing bespoke products, and then the expansion is having my own range.
Wow. Well, Nozi, it has been my pleasure having you on Marketplace with Charles.
Thank you.
Tell me, if somebody out there needs more information,
Yes.
let it be they want to start their own business, are you willing to share the information and mentor them, take them step by step? And if so, what are your contact details? Even if someone else wants to buy the products from you, can you share your contact details?
Okay, definitely. I'm very open to mentoring and helping young women. So it's first young women,
Yeah.
then the guys and whoever. But my first preference will always be young women. And my contact details, 03 398 5352. And my Instagram handle is Nozimanga @11. And my Facebook page is Nozimanga Nkenene Collection.
Well, thank you very much once more for gracing our studios. Well, viewers out there, I am Charles Ngobeni signing off on Marketplace with Charles. You can get hold of me on all forms of social media. God bless you. See you next time. Same channel.
Hello everyone, my name is Cherise. I come from Pretoria.
My name is Ruth Ajayi. I'm from Nigeria.
My name is Satara Khan. I'm from Port Elizabeth.
My name is Pastor Mashan Mpahlele. My wife and I are pastoring a church in Midrand, South Africa.
I'm a second-year student at KBSM.
KBSM has truly transformed our spiritual life and our marriage life as well.
The Bible school has really helped me a lot.
I'd like to welcome you and encourage you to take the step to come and enroll with Kingdom Bible School of Ministry.
I'm encouraging you today to sign up.
We encourage you to join this Bible school.
And please remember, it's free.
Dr. Abraham S. Raja here. You've heard it all from so many different people. What are you waiting for? Join our free international Bible school today.